kag pag-inom sa mainit nga kape, kag sa pagpamukaw nga tingog sang inyong kaugyon. Kapiha diri sa DYIS-FM 106.7.
Ang ginahandom man to ni Anay Vice Governor Dimson sa pinagi kay SB member Munmun Sudusta. Iti waigid ka sa ang kamatayan ni taman mapulong. Waigid kalabot si Vice Gov. Sana nga kadlawan sa parabuton nga Marso 3 na magakumpleto ro dagda edad na nga 90 katuig, no? So masaka dyan atin mga department head ge si Ma'am Maricar kag si Ma'am Daphne Ampunan sa pagpreparar ka pahamyangan ka atin Vice Governor, former Vice Governor kag at the same time naman ang provincial board ka segundo distrito, no? Nakaserbi. So ang bangkay katen nga Anay Vice Governor kag board member iya sa funeral parlor ni Paributso sumagpaw talad, no? So sa rumaan jagi pagadaron sa aten munisipyo kag ang schedule na suno sa hinablas na kailangan na istorya ko si Ritchie Sonsa nga sa rumaan digya magatinir sa aten ibabaw ka munisipyo dya sa lobby ka aten nga second floor kag pagka Bernes, no? Pagka Bernes pati gayunon duman nga daron sa Iloilo Provincial Capitol kag tuyar man igaphamtang ang anang bangkay, no? Para nga ma-recognize man ka provincial capitol sa mga empleyado kag mga opisyal ka probinsya laki pran si Gov Tuto Defensor ang paghatag man ka honor sa atin nagtaliwan nga Anay Vice Governor kag nagserbi man bilang board member sa segundo distrito. Kag pagkatapos ka mga palangga kag kugyon sana hinablas nga istorya ko kay na si Ritchie Sonsa nga igahaya dya sa Central Philippine University, no? Hashtag nga ilubong subject to be confirmed tana naghambal kay na nga daw itupad dya to kay Mrs. Sonsa ang ana nga tiayon daw tuya dya igalubong sa Barutak Nuevo. Siyang pitsaway ko pa mabuol pero amura ng pattern ka schedule ka atin Anay Vice Governor kag nagserbi man board member sa segundo distrito. Tigya sa rumaan ang bangkay pag plastar sa atin lobby ka munisipyo kag may mga programa nga paghiwaten ang necrological service. Bernes, Petsa 26, ika Sailo sa Kapitolyo Provincial. Kara timing gija, no? Diya si sir, no? Para nga maka istoryata ti gamay-gamay. Okay. So, antes kra na... Okay. Antes ka dyan, no? Tawan na si Sir Vincent ka kayuyanan nga makatamyaw sa 60 ka barangay sa pumuluyo Santa Barbara nga kapin 70,000 ka mga pumuluyo sa kabilugan nga Banwa ka Santa Barbara. Sir Vincent, good morning.
So good morning, Ugyon Ray, no?
Okay.
May tapi manat gid sa kadambal sa radyo, no? Pero mayad gid nga aga sa aton tanan nga tagparamati, especially sa tanan nga mga kapitanes natin, no? Sa isinta ka barangay natin. And basically when we start with the year, it's our barangay captains, no, who will be seeing me in the office to coordinate their programs and projects for the incoming year or for this year. That matter.
So, kumusta sir ang development plan ka Banwa?
Alright. Ugyon Ray, ang inanamindas na dras ang development plans, no. This refers, no, to the planning and budgeting of our programs and projects. No? So basically, I'm talking about sang ating pundo nga gina-allocate kang national government sa kada local government units. No? So in short, it's about appropriating those funds for kung sa di nagakaangay dapat nga mga programa kag proyekto atin patigayonon sa sulod sang isa ka tuig. Now na-mention ko sulod sang isa ka tuig, no, ano na-mention na tlad ang polisiya kang gobyerno ta, no? This was adopted by the Department of Budget and Management, is what we call cash-based budgeting. Right. Previously we had what we call performance-based budgeting. Ma-deliver mong project mo, na-implementar mong project mo, okay na. Tlad na, kung maghambal ka cash-based budgeting, pag panawag kang pundo mo, dapat ready mo rin kung anong programa mo, kag i-implementar mo ran sa tuig nga kung sa diin ang budget mo, giin tao para kanimo. Usaran mo sa tion nga ran. So that way, each LGU will have that need, no, to really design and come up with what is the most ideal program or project to be implemented. Manang kwarta mo balik paglapak kang Disyembre 31, tapusan kang kada tuig. Mo rang nami na. No? So what it needs as well would be leaders, no? Nga kung sa diin ang andang vision, ang pagpananawan da malawig kag maraya, matayog, no? Hayman kung short-sighted ikaw, ti ang implementar mo nga project, magat man no, hindi siya long range. So in our case, with our local chief executive, Mayor Dennis Superficial, makitaan mo man kung ano katayog ang anang pananawan para sa Banwa, no. The first term na first 3 terms, kita mo man kung anong tlad sa tlad nga tuig, ang atin nga mga kapitanes nagsabay pagid. Man dyan mamakitaan ran ang pag-lead, no, na kung sa diin ang imo constituents, no, naga-responder sa imo man nga ginatuyo mayan. Now what is that? As I've said, budget. Budget for the LGU, budget for our barangays. As of today, we already have 13 barangays, no, who have manifested to implement their projects as soon as possible. Okay, no. So 3 ka barangay na, may dyan nga barangay nga tagduha ka proyekto. So tlad medyo nagalingin ang ulo naman kung paano dyan maklaging itos to, no. So yesterday nag-question si Mayor, abi i-batch by batch ta na, ha. Kaya para nga di magkarmaa lang atin ng engineering. Because ordinarily right now we have a lot of projects being implemented simultaneously. No? Big major projects. So this time the 20% nga gina-require kang layi na dapat ang kada barangay mag set aside out of their funds that will be coming into them in the form of the so-called NTA or National Tax Allocation, iprogramahan nandaran. Titlad makitaan mo ang mga barangay ready gid. I-transfer lang ang funds na for those nga may counterparting kita and for those nga anda nga gusto nga i-implementar suno sanda kinanglanan. So diyan madistinguer mo kung ang barangay is an outlying barangay of ours, then focus nila is on roads and canals and street lights. Whereas ang poblasyon mo giya, medyo lain naman tandang-anda nga focus man. So with that, makitanta nga ang ging pasulod ng datlad nga mga programs and projects that they need to implement through counterparting or through their own. Diyan mo makitaan ang may direksyon tlad ang atin nga mga pagprograma kag pag-implementar kang projects ta for this year.
Okay. So, pwede mo sa mo explicar ang ikaduha ang CLUP.
Right. So, come February 8, as we have already met with all the requirements, before we are set for plenary review, nakasubmit kita just in time, as of last year sa atin nga Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development and the provincial government. The comprehensive land use plan for fiscal year 2022 to 2032. It's a 10-year plan, complete with sectoral studies, economics, social, environmental aspects, king cover dyan. And of course, the governing ordinance to implement and see to it that those things will materialize is our zoning ordinance. So come February 8, ang mga leaders natin, of course mga department heads natin, with offices concerned, like the Department of Social Welfare, MSWDO natin, ang atin nga agriculture, ang atin nga engineering, atin nga health, those are the major players wherein the local government unit is bound to deliver the basic services, of course including administration, which includes the aspect of transparency. And ginasabat natin through radyo ugyon. Baragwag ta, inapamaan ta sa tawo, inapabati ta kung anong mga programa ta, kung anong tinutuyo ta. And of course, we have to give them the opportunity as well to ask questions, to query, to criticize. All right. So let's proceed with the comprehensive land use plan. So come February 8, we are scheduled to be reviewed by the concerned national government agencies. What are those? Department of Agriculture, Department of Social Welfare and Development, DAR, because DAR is concerned with land, and we are talking about the comprehensive land use of our municipality. Department of Trade and Industry, because they are concerned in looking into kung din ang direction ka ating ekonomiya. So din kita nag-focus sa aton nga resources, and such other issues like peace and order, sports and recreation, as well as tourism and heritage preservation, because Santa Barbara is with all those duly identified heritage sites, then we're bound to protect it. Then we are bound to see to it that those things, those cultural values, will be accessible to our youth. Because identity is one thing. We lose that, and we lose as well our identity as Santa Barbaranhons. So essential na siya factor. Now let's take a little view, a short view of the comprehensive land use plan. I don't know kung makitaan sa aton nga mga tagparamati dyan sa yes, through YouTube. Siya. So this one will be presented on February 8. And of course, there are major differences compared to the plan we had submitted 12 years ago. Medyo naglampas kita sa tion Mangad nga may COVID, no? So we were not able to do it, and it came late, and abtan pa naman sa pagbalik naman ni Mayor Dennis, no? And this one, primarily we intend to see Santa Barbara in the next 10 years as a center of trade and commerce.
Okay.
The agricultural sector has also been tawag mo sininang well protected. Makitaan mo man ang green nga color, that remains to be agricultural as much as possible. Of course, we will be looking into ngati as our road network is being maintained, concreted siya, and sa reports ng ating engineering daw 98% na kita sementado sa kabilugan, no? Although there are sections pa nga trapuson siya, but then ang 2% gana dako pa na siya nga area. All right. Because of that, we are seeing rapid urbanization in the area. Second, giyakitas nga pira ka bilog nga national roads ang naga-cross ang makaagis Santa Barbara, no? So bangga tama mo pa lang is a 5 fork road na nangadaan, no? Okay. So dyan mo makitan sinumbali gya truck, delivery truck, wing vans. Wala labot na yang kwan ha, ang nagapanghakot baras bato hindi na ya. But then still is leading into development and infrastructure, physical arrangement or physical setup of our land. And we have identified 3 major areas, no, that will be able to accommodate trade and commerce. So we have a mixed-use area that constitutes Barangay Cabugao Sur and Balibagan Este primarily. We have one that constitutes Guno, portion of the Lid, and Lanag, for that matter. Okay, na leading na siya pakadto sa New Lucena. And there is a big ticket project to expand that road network. That will connect, of course, that will also serve, no, well for New Lucena. And primarily si Mayor has identified, no, a certain section that is adjacent to the Iloilo International Airport. And since then we have seen that that area should be and be able to meet the needs of the airport. Sa Telati amo palarang airport ta, but then basically it will be servicing, no, international pretty soon, no, it will be servicing international flights. Then Santa Barbara should be ready. So Kamambugan and a portion of Kadagmayan Norte has been identified also as another mixed use, no? And for each area we have identified the allowable or permitted uses for that one. Ging tabas tagintos to. It's not just a general purpose mixed use area. So kung magtukaw sa area kang Kabugao, may dyan kita nga specific guidelines provided in the zoning ordinance sa atin proposed, no? Just the same kung magtukaw sa area kang Guno, the Lid and Lanag, may dyan man tanakara nga para ka na. Kag may dyan man nga suited for Kamambugan area and Kadagmayan Sur. And following the culture of Filipino, well, of course, Chinese business kwanta. Usually, ang commercial development is linear. Palabog. Palabog sa ray, no? That's why nga mga along the roads king consider ta na lang commercial. That will also include roads that are new. What are those? Ang atin nga circumferential road, and then ang circumferential road 3. So duha, 2 and 3 that will impact and influence the commerce and trade in Santa Barbara. So we're looking and projecting that those roads will ultimately be turned into well, commercial uses. So question is, why commercial uses? Well, the direction is there, the trend is there. If you will observe, it will lead into that one. Second, of lower impact to the environment, no? So that's why we have identified only sections for industrial use, no? Nonetheless, since technology is an up thing, no, in the international context. Just the same, it will also apply in Santa Barbara later on. No? And galain na gid man mo. So restrictions on projects that will impact the environment tamaan ka stricto na subong. So allocating those areas for commercial use with duly identified and specific uses kung nanong i-allow ta dyan ara sa aton proposed zoning ordinance.
Okay.
So hindi na siya nga daw mapinalagpat kita. Alright? So medyo tawan ta na siya emphasis. Second, as to the land use, I would like to give focus as well on the environment. I would like to highlight the Maliao Creek. But particular ka kundi na siya, no? But it traverses practically a portion of San Sebastian, Inangayan, going to Palagan. All right. Since it will cross one of our mixed-use areas, then there is a need for us to protect that one. Madura kaning Maliao Creek, baha ra dyan ang area na. Okay. So we're also envisioning and wishing, no, that with those regulations, basta ma-implementar taos to, masunod din na sa sulod sa pulok tuig, then we're looking into a creek system or a water system that will serve the needs of those who will invest in those areas. So it will protect as well the government center that is intended to be implemented by our Iloilo provincial government because they own that certain section. So si Gov Toto Defensor is very into that one, no, a government center and a new town development for that matter, no. So that's more than 7 hectares. We will need to also ask our constituents, no, and provide them the decent and convenient and safe living facility.
So dyan sa area dyan kakuan Kabugaw Este.
Kwan, sir?
Bulong
Bulong Oeste, sir,
Oeste?
and Oeste.
Weste.
And portion also of Barangay Nangayan, for that matter.
So mura dyan ang nasakpan ka provincial motor pool.
Includes that one, sir. It covers that one. So from Bulong Oeste, ang Barangay Hall complex dyan, Kambulong, the school, as well as those. May mga sections that is owned by the Iloilo provincial government.
So anong plano ka provincial government sa mga nag-i-restar dyan?
So kung nabatian mo hambal ko government center sa nag-i-restar, amo hambal ko simo pangitaan tagid sila sang manami kag intsakto kag disente kag safe nga i-restaran. So it is directly linked, no, with the 4PH program of our president. President Bongbong is one of its flagship project to address, no, the 6 million identified ISFs all throughout the country. And in Santa Barbara, we also have our share.
Okay.
So we will, they will be needing all the help that we can extend to them, and we will have to access as well all those available resources that we need to put into, no. So they will need our help. We will also need their help. Ang atin dyan nga mga pumuluyo.
Now,
So it has to be a two-way cooperation.
Yes, antes ako malipat, ang ikatlong diyang project, i-explicar mo dyan, sir, pwede mo explicar ang LCA.
Projects.
Yes.
All right. Kagina naga-istorya kita parte sa development programs, development plans. So ano na siya? Okay, so programa sang local government unit kag programa kan tanan-tanan nga mga barangay.
Okay.
That constitutes what we call development planning in the context of the regulations that are being required of each local government unit. Kung ano itong nagsulod ng pundo, usaranyos to. And these are the guidelines. Okay? So, implement LGU, implement man ang ating mga barangays, then we do some collaboration to enhance, no, our efforts in addressing and coming up with a good resource, no. Now, there are projects as well nga ang imo leader amo lang gid man ang may clear cut idea para sa banwa na, no? So we cannot deny Mayor Dennis has really, no, very hard effort on this one. How? What is that? You simply have to access available resources around you outside of the resource that has gotten into your administrative control. So, mayad ang relasyon mo sa imong congressman, mayad ang relasyon mo sa imong gobernador, mayad ang relasyon mo sa mga national government agencies. Kaya hindi ka mag-tap sang resources sa national government, amo na ang ginanamin ko karadyan. So, right. 2 weeks ago, batian taman si Congressman Mike sa Barangay Guno. No? So, nag-express to ya kung ano itong mga proyekto. Pag ginpa-alinto naman kung ano man to ang anak ang ating party list representative, si Congressman Jojo Ang. No? And with our ongoing project, the construction of a theater sa Santa Barbara National High School. That's one project that is and could not simply be made using your resources here. No? So you have to access it. Second, we have an ongoing construction of our sports complex, which is the field area of the Santa Barbara Comprehensive Santa Barbara Elementary School.
National Central.
Right, Central School. All right, and it will have a swimming pool, two sections for the tennis. Of course, we have a covered gym there with bleachers. Muna na siya, no? And of course, we have to develop all those that are needed, or canal, roads, access, water, power for that one. And with that, he announced pagid we'll be expecting a bigger fund coming in, and they have seen, that the request by our local chief executive then, to develop pagid ang ating sports facility. Expect kita nga may pundo maabot para sa construction sang oval.
Yes.
Is a running field, a track and field, no? Address that one. So we have there now an existing football field, for that matter, which needs to be developed. Although gina-improve ta gina siya, no? So si Sir Watsong karajan ang atin nga overseer, no? I-maintain ang grounds, ang kalabagan kang grass, anong klase ka lupa ta dyan nga pagkuhan. So ara na sa subong. But this time we will be engaged, no? Ang engineering ta baby pa dya kung sa mga pag-implementar kang proyekto. So we really need to have a good preparation for this one, and we should understand how an oval should be implemented, no?
Now, digya kata Sir Vincent sa dragkel nga mga proyekto nga magatepa sa Manuel Santa Barbara. So kamusta ang status ka DOH diyan sa Bulong? Regional
DOH is the regional office and building dira. Okay, so let us understand those are properties they have acquired as well from the Iloilo provincial government. Ilan na siya, no? So glad to note that we have the regional office here already. Soon enough, pag nag-occupy na dira man ang Department of Interior and Local Government.
Yes,
that's one. So if you're referring to the other infrastructure needs, so medyo damo pang kulang dyan. I've heard, the employees are having a hard time. Kaya kalabanan ka na kung nag-star syudad kiting regional office, yung syudad mo. So transport and linking them to their workplace and then going home back, is there seems to be a problem which we need to address as well. No?
So kamusta sir ang manugabot nga ginahambal dyan ni Mayor sa flag raising ceremony? Ang Regional Laboratory Center kag ang Regional Blood Center nga may mga budget din. Kamusta ang status?
Those are things as well, no? Ging access man kang atin nga mayor through his connections, friends. Being a doctor, then they attest that. So naka-manifest na ang Department of Health, for that matter, nga ti ara ng pundo.
So din matupa
ara
sir.
Ang pundo. So we have identified a place that is in Barangay Bulong Este. No? To yarapit sa newly constructed nga circumferential road 2. So tambi sa lupa.
So may ingad la dyan ang Regional Laboratory Center kag Blood Laboratory Center?
Basically those two, as I see it, can coexist.
Kag may isa pa.
Medyo kwan sila galing.
Daw tatlo dyan, sir eh.
Yeah, we
May-
have also committed the Office of Civil Defense to that matter because they are also squatting sa Campo Delgado. That's why ang aton Kasimanwa, who is now the sitting regional director of OCD, si Colonel Raul Fernandez, no, has met with our mayor last year, no, for that matter. So let us see. Kay medyo restrictive ining duha ka projects ta nga anak ang DOH. They want it as much as possible to be exclusive to
So
the
may
use.
quarantine facilities pagid, sir? Ikatlo.
That I do not know kung ano nga klase ka quarantine facility ning ginanamin mo kung nabatian ikaw nga
Di kayo
mga
si Mayor
istorya.
kaya nakambal sa flag raising ceremony.
But what is now in the pipeline is the blood center
Blood center.
for Western Visayas ina and of course the other
Regional,
one is the
laboratory center.
na. So with the focus of the Department of Health and addressing issues on transmissible disease, so that's one, so Santa Barbara is very glad to host, it would be a big role to play by the local government unit should those facilities be situated in Santa Barbara. Ano muna siya, sir.
Okay.
So,
Update kita sa story ka municipal building ta, Sir Vincent.
siguro namin sinamang kuton mo gid para nga namin ang detalye ang mga taga-engineering ta.
Okay.
But then makitaan man santanan every now and then on my part I also do some social networking through the social media, posting progress and development of our new municipal building.
Okay.
So hopefully kung may questions on the comprehensive land use plan sa ating tagparamati dyan, ating mga kasimanwa, feel free to call us
Okay.
sa Municipal Planning and Development Office.
May isa lang ako question particular sa municipal cemetery ta. Daw may plano kanay na dumduman ko to. Ang tanan nga mga atulan katen mga minatay. So sa anong status buong katen municipal cemetery?
Para pa ang municipal cemetery we have to address the needs of our constituents, no. And that proposal of ours pending pagyapon sa Sangguniang Bayan. But we have laid down already how we will address that one, based as well on the standing ordinances we have, which also allows, because hindi man na pwede nga mabuta lang dyan mo, no. And we all know that after a certain number of years, the remains can be treated. So we will have to treat it in a decent and respectable manner. So kung sa iluhon ta siya para ma-accommodate kita raman kang new then we have to adopt some devices. Now it's pending before the Sangguniang Bayan until such time nga ma-formulate nila ang proper regulatory ordinance for that matter, then I believe nga that public cemetery wars can be that sustainable.
So may mga extension pa kita ka mga pantheon sa area ka municipal
Na
cemetery.
maximize gid abi ina ang tanan nga mga tawag ta nga walled sections, and then probably we'll have to amend the ordinance for that matter. Aside from those proposals that we espoused, kung paano tayo i-deal ining mga remains. So remains 15 years or more, 20 years or more, none, na siya para nga makaano kita. It will be sustainable and will be able to meet the needs of our deceased kasimanwas.
Okay, digya kita sir sa kuan sa atin food production. Kamusta ang paglantaw nyo sa mga idolanta? Anong ginaplano ko dyan sa likod?
Alright. So, mayor, no less than our mayor, have given this much focus. And we must understand agriculture is a slow and painstaking process. Hindi tagit paglipatan doon. Mabudlay maglukad lupa. Manadol, mamala ka dyan, manglinya ka. Okay, yes, we go mechanized. But then there are certain sections or restrictions for that one. So kinanglan dyan gid ang alima kang siya ka mangunguma agud to nga ang pagkaon dyan. Probably you'll have to ask para nga may data kagit ng sakto ng atin nga municipal agriculturist for that matter. But yes, I'm seeing a lot of our kasimanwas have committed their idle lands. Makitaan taman kiti for every barangay ma-identify na siya, and most of our owners are working outside, and so our municipal agriculturist office has taken much effort already, and we have seen a lot of farm lots, no, nga ginatil na nila subong through cooperation or through association like the Nasugban Farmers Association or Poultry and Piggery Association, may giyaman ta kata. So ara makitanta. And this is well connected with the program of the national government, ang ginatawag nilang HAPAG program. And of course, ang more progress ng polisiya kag programa kang aton nga provincial government kaging balay gid ni Governor Toto, no. So makitaan mo dira on how farmers need also the continuing education. So hindi lang abogado ganing may continuing education, judges may continuing education, and such other professions. So giyan nakitanta nga ang agriculture sector should also have that one. And glad to know that we have a good partner sa Magansina, ang aton dyan nga facility which extends no all the necessary technical assistance they can provide for our farmers, no. So especially for new and budding farmers, nami gid may continuing education. Nakakalipat man kita mo.
Okay.
And so hindi lang paray, hindi lang mais, kundi if can be one of an integrated farming, well and good. And good kay kalabanan ko nga lupa tagi gagmay mo. We do not have large tracts of land compared with other countries nga ang food production nila voluminous gid, no. So in our case we will simply have to focus on that one, how we can maximize a small space and yet it will be able to generate sufficient food, no, for us.
So mo diyang independeran ni Mayor nga basin sa uri nga mga adlaw malamon ko sa mga subdivision yung atin mga
Yes.
agriculture land, no? So sa kamusta
The threat is there because
Ang
ang tao
update-
kinahanglan naman balay mo.
ang update sa mga subdivision tagi sa palibot ko Santa Barbara? Kamusta ang
okay.
status
So
mo?
may dyan kita recently nga granted ka atin sa Guniang Bayan, no. That one is the Santa Lucia Realty Development dyan sa Kabukaw, no. So it took some time. They had to hear, they had to know kung anong extension project. And what is nice is that hindi lang siya exclusively for residential. We asked the developer that a certain portion of that be committed for commercial use. But silingon, it will have to conform with our regulations on the so-called mixed-use development. So, ang gina-envision ta kara dyan ka gistar, dyan ka man ga-ubra, dyan ka man nagalagaw-lagaw. Way gasto sa gasolina. And
So matabog lang yun o small bill duman na dyan ang area?
better than that.
Nan. So muran so pinaka nami dang progreso ko Santa Barbara.
Isa na siya. We simply have to contain. Para nga ang gastos ng tao insakto. No? Kung if we follow the Euclidean theory, ang una nga muna sa giya residential, giya sa pihak ang commercial, giya sa pihak industrial. Okay man na siya kay separar mo. Environmentally sound, maybe. But then magasto. Muli kas balay mo, biyahe ka. Magto ka sa kwan, biyahe ka raman. Now, see, on the long run, you even get to be a carbon footprinter. Kasi once may travel, may gastos ang energy. Amo na siya. So here, we have tried, no, para nga ma-contain ang tao, ang movement, ang goods. We adopted the mixed use land use principle. And for that, yes, we have to respect and honor our commitment with the National Irrigation Administration. So there are areas there that will never be allowed for reclassification or conversion to other uses except agricultural use.
Gabay pa.
Kabay pa. Kay tigara ka tao. So it's a matter of controlling.
Nadumduman ko bala Sir Vincent.
Investing.
Nga kakibot lang ang banwa ka Santa Barbara. Nga naidalom sa irrigation o kon irrigation na itong nag-controversial lang ito.
So, it's not unusual and it happens in other areas as well. No? But as much as possible in our part sa Santa Barbara, if we can do the necessary application of the laws, then it might not be that case. So we have also added certain provisions in the zoning ordinance to protect other production areas. Hindi naman pwedeng hambalan gid nga ay ang kuan nga hindi gid no. So time and again the demands of the time will call us to how to address those requests, no. So as to developers again, ba may dyan kita, no. Sabla pangitaan gid medyos nga malutsan ang layi.
Dumduman mo ito ginagdunan tayong
Yes, so
sa may Sonpor.
I'm sure nabatian mo man kung nano kakatabo, no. Yung isyuhan ta to sa cease and desist order. Ang ginaobra raman tlad ginabaligya. Nan. So manog issue man ta ganito yan, no. Then we'll have to make this already make a report for this one sa Department of Human Settlements, no, because this is violative of their regulations already. So mula na ang gina-emphasize ta lang ang mga tagbakal, buyers ta, ang layita is buyer beware. So imo na sa okay. Ang LGU gahambal nga daan nga kung mahimo nga wide development dyan kagkuan kamo sa uri ang mabadlayan. Right, the transfer especially on ownership will be a big question. We'll have to make a report on this one. So amo na siya. So ikaw nga tagbakal ti sa urihi ka ran pati luhan mo badlay malon ikaw sa pag-ibig hindi ka kuan naman sina. And considering it's a subdivision of lots that is already within the so-called complex subdivision, ang mga regulations sa dyan ma-apply ka ninyo. So sa urihi tindag man tuod dyan una imo balay pati imo nga dalan inadequate malao sa urihi way tubig nga masulod way mati power nga masulod. Naman na siya. Kung patindag ka building, ma-apply ka building permit mo, then you will be denied. Will be denied. Oh.
Okay.
Kasi will be asked din ng imo nga deed of sale kasi noon ni. Those are things nga ara na gina-check na siya before all the permits and clearances are issued. So budlayan ka. So do not be that excited to buy those lots kung sa urihi problema ka man nang. Ay iti ang tagiyatan ng buwal na bayad natin. Why na to?
Delikado ko lupad kwarta mo ay katikasiguruhan.
Why kasiguruhan? Di ba gulo mo through the years? Muna na sa. So the risk that you're taking is not worth.
Okay. So sir, mensahe mo lang guro sa atin taga Santa Barbara.
Ako og yun rig manami magid no. Pasalamat lang ako because time and again I'm bound no to give and share information to all our kasimanwas and those who are listening sa atin nga kag nagasunod sa programa ta sa radyo og yun, no. So sir, salamat gid sa sunod nga tion nga kung sa diin may dyan kita nga ma-share kag mapalinton sa atin nga mga kasimanwa. Anytime, bisan no oras basta ga-open lang ang radyo, welcome si Sir Vincent Rosaya. So thank you very much. Okay. So nabatian si Sir Vincent Rosaya ang ating head ka Municipal Planning Office.
Sandig sa DSWD ang puno. Ang pundo ang nalakip sa DSWD 2024. Budget nga na base man sa Republic Act 11916 o kunlayi nga nagapasaka sang social pension sang mga indigent senior citizen. So, impunto, alas 9:30, wari ko timpo, dyan si Ugyon Bimbim, magabulos sa programa na Good Morning, Santa Barbara. So, sa ngaran ng Local Government Unit, Cabanwa, Santa Barbara, ang inapanguluhan ni Mayor Doc, din superficial. Kay Vice Mayor Biloy Makino, kag tanan nga konsyales Cabanwa, nga kun karaydan kauswagan, kag katinaran Cabanwa. Nagaurog yun sanda. Sa ngaran ng Common Station Manager Buboy Socoldito Jr. Sa Technical Department og yun Genesis on duty. Sa broadcast og yun Suela Cordero og yun Bimbim Sampil og yun Albert Savares din Karanoy. Kag of course sa newsroom ay si og yun Jason Pimonte pagkikig si og yun Larry Datras. Kag sa newsroom ug yun alay sa Cordero. Sa gyapon ug yun Ratio Dina Maya Dayad nga God bless Pilipinas.
My favorite radio station.